In the grand finals between Gambit and SMB, both sides have looked formidable in their own rights, catching attention left and right, but it is time to start looking at what's in front of
potentially greet this on the way through. It's Izzy and Poor actually potentially looking to walk this smoke, but the wall going to deny that.
Yep, all going down. So a little bit of that mid-control toyed with, but of course the extremities being held. Gambit playing a very, I don't want to say standard approach, but a pretty drilled approach. Nothing too unorthodox. Quite similar to what we saw in previous, but now different opponents. Will be Brave on the other side, taking that first real challenge against Redguard, but actually won out by SMB's Omen there. So a big battle to be won in the crossfire. That pinch coming towards A is going to be very tricky to get past, as Russell is going to find Chronicle, and things aren't looking so good for Gambit here.
No, and the spike not committed either way means they still have to recover that. You can see Nats has found space, but Shados now feeling a little lonely. As SMB swarmed through, he's going to find the first, but traded out quickly, and Nats now finds himself at a 1v4. 12 seconds left, just going to look for some kills here. With that spike not committed, like I said, unfortunate really, this round will slip through their fingers. The first comes through, the second as well, but Turco closes things out.
Holding up, we go back in, and the purchase coming out. Nothing too surprising, nothing going to catch our eye really here. A very light investment, just 2 sheriffs and I think a ghost.
Yeah, forced away here. We'll have to back up a little bit. It's actually Turco going to find Defo creeping up short. And here Gambit just sending out the feelers, the fact finders. Try and find something at least. Tados will actually. Brave there for the trade. Redguard trying to deal with this wall now, and that's actually making his way over with a spike. So is he going to head up to heaven with this Marshall?
One enemy remaining.
We'll find the first, and that's already know inside that smoke. Last alive once again, and Izzy lands the no scope as well. The third on the round for him. So good ultimate progress to really find this. This is interesting, yeah.
Yeah, death ball approach from SMB, and the payoff is magnificent. Finding Nats, creating that space, getting that weapon to cipher on through. Keep in mind, we have Spectres galore. The rifle is in Power's hands, so this could be important. Let's see if he gets anything done with this one. Shados has found him, so instantly that's quelled. But you talk about ult progress, there it is. Izzy pops the knives out, and we're already game on. And Redguard sat in spawn. Now, luckily for him, the spike ain't too far away, and he finds Russ trying to just build back through, but Izzy and Turco, this is going to be tricky. They line up! Redguard! He's great for one. The second would be Sublime, but he's not going to get it for free. Turco's going to make him work for it, but Redguard's got an opportunity now. Walks his own smoke, and Turco now is feeling a little under pressure, and he's has a little look towards CT, no one close enough, so he's going to go for a very, very quick plant, and that gives him maybe a chance to get through towards CT.
Turco could be in trouble here.
But does Redguard even consider this? What? No, he doesn't! Completely unawares!
Oh my word.
He had no clue that Turco went all the way towards A. He was gambling on it being still towards mid, maybe on that flank towards B, somewhere other than CT. And honestly, that CT position could have worked out pretty well if he'd even considered that Turco could have been there.
Yeah, Bladestorm used, but fine with it being popped prematurely. Look at that! The clack comes through. Defo and Shados will fall. Gambit already at a 2-man disadvantage.
Great work. You couldn't ask for anything more, because again, so, like being Jet, it's a little easy. You can back away. Oh, that's nice work again from Izzy. So well prepared, just stepping back whenever feeling needed. But you can get overwhelmed by the pistols. They can just run you down. They can kind of, as I said, death ball you a little bit. It can be tricky to work around, but that Jet safely playing away with the op there. No real danger, as Izzy was always able to back away and had support. We saw that Russ was instantly putting himself on the line for it. No one able to capitalize on this beautiful shot from Nats. But not expecting any less from this man. Gonna give it a good crack. Let's see what he can do. 2 players still to find, and a slow creep around the back as well. Keep in mind that Omen and Killjoy are closing in, and Nats knows his days may be a little numbered. No more damage to be seen. SMB, you couldn't ask for a better start for the
Yes, I think it's to actually counter what we're seeing over on A, but Chronicle will actually deal with Izzy. First time he's actually been shut down on one of these pushes. Spike still not committed though. Shados has actually walked past it, so Gambit still...
You're going to have issues. TP comes in. Redguard dips out. Doesn't see as much as he wants. Jet's now in, but we have to look towards where that Omen is. Already Pora's going to find Redguard, so that's the mid lurk. That little threat that was maybe building in the back line's gone. Russ is fine, 10 seconds. The spike is now under question. It's under scrutiny. Russ has done so well here. Turco shows his hand. SMB are so prepared. Everything lines up well, and the final player, be it Nats, as great as he may be...
Izzy again hunting, and I was about to mention it. Brave needs to be shut down on A main, because you can see that We've already talked about taking these fights on the extremities, but I think Gambit are just afraid right now. They're leaving Redgar kind of solo as well to take that engagement. They're not really in a position to trade either of these extremities.
Yeah, where are the trades?
And they're not finding value in mid on, you know, as a byproduct of that, you need to find something in mid. And neither of them are happening.
And even when they have gone mid, it's been either Izzy and no other pressure. Nothing else is being put towards them. Now, this round, it is a lighter purchase, but Devo has done well to find Russ. We did put a couple of question marks with Gambit's attacking side when we were watching the games because, well, Braves made very light work of that lovely control. Again, very, very surgical in approach. But again, this is just specters and odds and ends, so no need to scream or yell. But I did look at Gambit as how do they find that space? How do they find the openings? I look at other teams, I think, right, well, here's your player X, Y, and Z. Here's how they approach it.
This time, though, look at Supermassive Blaze adjustment. It's 3 towards market here because they know they're not getting these fights on the extremities.
No, and as well, Braves read it so well. The audio cues just playing like a symphony to his ears. Now I look towards Defo. Let's see what you can find here. Space towards middle is fine, but it gets you nowhere if you aren't able to then work off the back of it. And you're right, the stack. You saw it early on. Now, there is utility to kind of indicate maybe the swing, but bear in mind, it's not just those two. Look towards market as well. We've got the Sova sitting there as well, so there's that third piece to the puzzle, and they've already chipped away at one. Now, look how deep everyone else is sitting. They've just left that KJ ult to babysit towards B, and there's a push-up, and no one checks on it. Pora gets away with it. Pora gets away with a second. Gambit are being made to look silly here. SMB are playing so above what Gambit are bringing on this attacking side. And once again, Redgar and Nats, well, they're going to know where they're going to be. Nats might be late.
I absolutely love that adjustment from Blaze.
Kind of charged with dealing with this. Maybe an expectance from SMB that that's going to be that B piece coming in, but it will be the A hit.
Well, that's him. Pora only one away from the lockdown, potentially. Able to employ that. No, Russ is actually going to get slowed down by the turret. Sorry, Shados gets slowed down by the turret, and Russ going to convert with the Hunter's Fury. Defo now got to get something done with his Blade Storm, Lauren.
Okay, Spike now going down. Time will be on their side. Sees the picks up. Nothing comes from it. And now this is where the problems start to begin. SMB start to retake the sites. And there it is. Clean perfection from SMB. They don't look like they've broken a sweat here.
No, they look so comfortable. And you know what, dare I say it? This is looking sloppy from Gambit. And that's not something we've used to... I'm very concerned for the defensive half as well.
Now, this is a switch up. Izzy's going to have to deal with a couple more players here. Normally, it's been a max, I believe, 2 coming this side.
Oh my god.
But Izzy's still able to isolate Shados, and that's a big indicator that this is something different here. Shados being here, there's the leaning coming in from Defo, who's to be able to get past a couple here, but Brave leans into the danger.
Man.
He thrives in it. He takes down Redgar and Chronicle, and it's all gone to absolute... There's no other way shit at this point. It's that just got sliced apart by SMB. Again, the adjustment from Gambit wasn't a bad idea. But look at how SMB just handled that Hypoc.
It's crazy. And again, see Nats in a position here where, yes, he's last up. No stranger to this scenario, but...
I think Jonas is sending over the care package soon. The t-shirts, the badges, the hats, obviously. He just hasn't had opportunity. His normal role comes online maybe in those late lurks.
Again, we're going to see him stack up here. Looking like another quick piece, and Defo going to be the one to lead the charge, but Russ going to stop him at the first hurdle. Not even going to get inside. Nat falls as well. Shados as well. Russ on absolute fire right now. This is... this is brutal to watch, Lauren.
It is, and you thought the turret was going to be maybe in the hands of Killjoy, but apparently it is going to be Russ just standing there, mowing down anyone who would step through that doorway, that precipice on towards the other side, and here comes the flank from Redgar, towards Redgar from Brave, and there it is, Turco to shut it down.
Oh my god. Whatever we can get done, hope for the best. Izzy again going to swing through.
He's feeling himself. And last time I got to cast Izzy, I was up against, I think it was CNED, obviously on Ascent. So, you know, those two are kind of pitted against each other in a certain way. But I love the fact that we now get to see him kind of have a little bit more freedom, see what he looks like against that. Because as much as you look at those results, see how you kind of feel about it either way. Towards sights, not hyper aggressive, and now Brave going to get forced away from the smoke that he was trying to play towards that little vision he gets underneath, but he's going to re-aggress. Of course he does. Brave is living up to his name on every occasion, and Pora's aim is always good, always so good. And well, the last man standing is Nats.
Who else but Nats?
A 1v4, yeah. Oy.
Cage triggered.
This is an absolute slaughter right now. They're still going to come in here. Izzy's still posted up. Not even going to get spotted by Redgar's TP. And he finds a pick.
Yeah, Izzy just comfortable, and look at the spray. It's going to line up perfectly for Brave. That's 3. Make it a 4th. No, Shados denies. This is just a display of dominance from SMB, from individual to collective. Every single thing for them is just lining up perfectly. And well,
and the lockdown.
Well,
of course. Anything else?
Cool. Just layer it on. Here comes the lockdown, and there's the double stack towards short, just to make sure he could not leave the site. The fuse will come in, and SMB is real clean, isn't it?
I mean, this way, we're going to be out of here by 4 o'clock. This is absolutely insane.
And now SMB's attack is going to be leaning towards that A site. Bit of a pinch and that late lurk or late swing through middle from the Sova, but the double stack towards short is going to get pushed away for now. Cam still being utilised. Izzy's going to cross towards site. Big difference here, leading the charge. The Jet just going to be powering further forward, and the wall goes up, so they can't play back in from short too easily.
Can't go one player. He's stacked up outside it. Izzy actually going to set up a crossfire with him as well. The paranoia comes through. Defo's out. The trade's actually going 2 for 2 right now. Russ will respond. It's crazy in short here. There's only 1 player left. Brave, 50 HP, tagged by the Owl Drone. Gambit might be getting the pistol round on the board. And Chronicle will close things out. Again, still a long way to go. But at least we're not ending here, Lauren.
Very true. Keep your mind towards where Shados is playing. He is the one with the rifle. If he's in the right place, maybe the right time, he's probably going to start leaning now. They're going to see the utility come in. It's down to Defo on the side. He does have support there, but there comes the cross. Izzy's already in. Spectre's up close. It's a pretty even fight, and there it is. Damage starting to be done, but it's just absolutely decimated. SMB take the site, and now Gambit are in all kinds of trouble. We've got to see if Nats can bring up some of that brilliance, if Shados can have some of that punch to the power that he brought just those couple of days ago, but now a 3v5.
Yeah, lots to do here. Shados actually going to take some damage on the way in. There are a lot of these close angles here, but SMB stacked up, Lauren. It's going to be so tough for them to break through on this retake.
On time. That spike is sticking pretty quick, and now here we go. Redgar leans in. That's 1. Needs a second, and there we go. It's actually working out. It's just Izzy.
Oh my
Izzy
God.
is enough.
Just when you think Gambit are going to get a little bit of breathing space, a little bit of relief, Izzy's there to shut them down. A 3-piece with the Spectre to close out map 1, and